Welcome to our daily Forex market analysis, and this is for trading on March the 16th, 2021. Just a quick disclaimer here before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. Trading is a risky business, so please be careful with your money. All right, as usual, we'll start off by taking a look at our calendar here. So before we dive into the news, just one thing to keep in mind, we did hear news from Europe that some of the countries are actually stopping the vaccination, or at least the AstraZeneca COVID vaccination, because of some issues with blood clots. So that has had a bit of a negative impact on Europe, because now it puts the whole recovery in jeopardy. So we will see how that develops. In terms of the news that's coming up, we do have Bank of Japan, Governor Kuroda speaking here. In the New York session, actually prior to that, we have economic sentiment here, ZEW economic sentiment and German ZEW economic sentiment here. It is expected to be better than the previous number. So if that comes in line with expectations, that should be good for euro. And in the New York session, we have retail sales numbers here from the US. And right now, they're not expected to be that great. This is for the month here. So we'll see if they come in better than expected. That will be positive for the US dollar here. And that's pretty much it in terms of the major news that's coming up. So let's go on to our charts here. We'll start off with euro dollar. So euro, as we can see, price has dropped a bit here. Now, it is struggling. It doesn't really have the momentum to the downside. So bias here is neutral to bearish. We do need to see a break for through the support level for this to continue lower. So right now, the candle close that we have is neutral to bearish here, and it will actually turn bearish once we see a crossover here, once we see it hold below this 1900 level. So at this point, neutral to bearish bias. If it doesn't go through the 1.1900 level here, what we are likely to see is something like this. So this will become support, and we are likely to see a move back higher here. At this point, it is still neutral. We need to see which direction price wants to go, whether it holds above the 1.1900 level or does it hold below. So whichever way it goes or it holds, that's the direction that we'll have to do a follow through for euro dollar. So neutral to bearish bias here. Pound dollar here, same thing here. It is into a bit of a support at this point. Now, neutral to bearish bias, the candle close is still neutral. It does not have that momentum to the downside yet. So first target here is 1.3840. And should it go through that, we're looking at 1.3775. So neutral to bearish bias. Same thing here. We'll have to bear in mind, if price doesn't go through the support, it can turn around and go up again. So right now, bias is more to the downside here, neutral to bearish. It's been trading in this range here. So this is where price has been stuck, and it's right into the middle here. So I'm expecting a move towards 1.3775. So neutral to bearish bias here for pound dollar as well. Aussie dollar here, this one is neutral. As we can see, price came into the support level here, and now it has bounced off of that level. So here bias is also neutral for this one. What I'm expecting here would be a retest of 0.7800, but if it holds, then we are back into this range once again. So right now, neutral bias here. First target is 0.7800, and then 0.7835 is the next target. So neutral bias here for Aussie dollar. New Zealand dollar here, this one's done well. We do have a bullish candle close, so I'm looking for a follow through back into 0.7240 level. So right now, bias is neutral to bullish. It is still trading in a range, so it's not quite done yet. So many of these pairs, they don't have a real direction at this point. So we'll just need to wait for the trades to develop here. So bias right now is neutral to bullish here. 0.7240 is the target. Dollar CAD here, this one also neutral right now. Price opened and closed at exactly the same place. It did try to break through the support, couldn't really hold below. So now we are back into where it started. So at this point, I will look for a retest of the low possibly. And then if it doesn't break, we are looking for price to go back up again. So bias right now is neutral. Looks like they're all looking for direction at this point. So we just need to be a little bit patient with all these pairs here. All right, let's take a look at our commodity, starting off with silver here. Silver is neutral. It has pulled back, but it's into resistance at 26.40. So if it does break through though, then we'll look for the next level at 27. However, it could turn here. So watch out for this 26.40 level. If it doesn't go through, then we're looking for a drop back down here. So bias is neutral right now. I'm not super bullish on this just yet. Gold here, gold as well is into resistance here. This is the resistance that it has struggled with previously here as well, and we could see it turn here. So watch out for that. I will look for a bit of a retest here and then looking for a move back into the range back towards 1680 level. But first target here will be in the first target is 1708, and then we have 1708 and 1700 are the two targets for gold. Oil here, oil not doing too well. It has made a lower high here, so looking for a drop towards 63.50. So bias is bearish here for oil. Copper here, copper also struggling a bit. We have a bearish candle close, so looking for a further drop here back towards 4.02. So bearish bias for copper as well. Bitcoin here, Bitcoin opened really or did well on the weekend, I should say. And on Sunday though and Monday, it has dropped here. So bias here actually is bearish for this one. We have a nice bearish candle close, so looking for a drop towards 52,500. So bearish bias for Bitcoin. S&P 500, this one is holding. Price is right into resistance though. We do need to be careful here. So bias is bullish with caution though, because if it comes back into the range, then we are back again. So right now, bullish. Next target here will be 30. So it would be 4,000. So bullish bias, 4,000 is the next target. But again, if it fails to hold above the current level here, if it fails to hold above here, we could see it come back into the range and then we could see a reversal. So right now, bullish bias with caution. Nasdaq here, this one also looking bullish. Today's candle close is a nice bullish candle close. Now it is into resistance, so we do need to see price go through this resistance for a continuation. So first target is 13,200, then 13,340. So bullish bias for Nasdaq as well. And then Dow Jones here, this one's looking bullish. We have a nice bullish candle close. So looking for a further move to the upside. But again, same thing to bear in mind here. If it comes back, if it goes through the support, it can turn around again. So bias is bullish with caution though. And target here is 33,200. DAX here, DAX also holding up for now. And next target here, I'm looking for a retest of the high at 14,600. So bias is bullish, again with caution though, because it is struggling with this resistance for now. And then FTSE here, FTSE is right into resistance. Price is holding here right into resistance. If it holds below this 67.85 level, then we could see a move back into the range here. Once we see a break though, next target is 68.65. So neutral bias here for FTSE. And last but not least, we have Nikkei. Nikkei looking neutral here to bullish, and target is 30,000 here, and this is where price struggled previously. So if it doesn't go through, again, we could see a price move back into the range, but right now neutral to slightly bullish bias here for Nikkei. Watch out for the 30,000 level though. This is where it could struggle. All right, so that's it for today. You guys have a wonderful trading day, and I'll be back again tomorrow. Bye for now.